Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to talk about 8 key elements that Google considers under user experience. I'm all excited and I'm sure so are you. So, most of the experts say SEO is all about user experience. Now, what exactly is user experience all about and how to measure it for a website you do not own? This is something that we are going to cover. Now, if you own the website, the obvious solution is Google Analytics. But what if you are preparing a proposal or doing a competitor analysis? This video is going to help you big time. So, here you go. The first and the foremost element is page speed score given by Google itself on desktops. And second one is the page speed score on mobile devices. The third one is all about bounce rates. Now, what are bounce rates? Simply put, people who visit a landing page and do not browse further on your website and exit the page is called bounce rate for that particular page. That said, it is a page-wide metrics rather than a site-wide metrics. The fourth element is average daily time spent on your website by a visitor. Without a shadow of doubt, higher the time spent, the better is going to be the visibility of the website on search front. The fifth factor is engagement rate. It is nothing but the total number of pages viewed by a visitor during his visit. There is no point if prospects do not engage on the website, right? So, if you have more engagement on your website, it is considered as a good sign by Google. Sixth factor, which impacts the business and your ranking positions a lot, is page load time. How much time does it take for your website to load on a click is page load time. Amazon found every 100 milliseconds of latency cost them 1% in sales. So, you need to ensure that the website is hosted in a top notch server. The seventh element is website security. People will hesitate to transact on a website that does not seem secure. Last but not least, one of the vital elements Google will consider on user experience front is content duplication. You should ensure that the content on the website is unique. Now, let us see how we could get this information for a particular website. In order to know your desktop user experience, you could leverage on the Google free tool, and here is the link. Similarly, with the same tool, you could check what are people experiencing on mobile devices. The bounce rates of a website could be checked by Alexa, which is a free tool, and here is the link for your reference on the screen. What is the time spent by the visitor on a website? This is something that you could check with Alexa as well. Engagement rate is something that Alexa covers for you too. In order to check the load time, I would recommend a free tool named Pingdom, and here is the link for your reference on the screen. Checking if the website is secure is quite simple. Manually copy the website link from the browser and paste it on a notepad and look out for HTTPS instead of HTTP. One of the best content plagiarism checker I would recommend would be small SEO tools. It is very user friendly. So what's next? Let's put the learnings into practice. So guys, here is the cheat sheet that I am preparing for competitor analysis on SEO front. Right now, we are going to cover user experience part. There are 8 other elements that I'm going to cover in next set of videos, and under each of these elements, there are going to be various parameters. If you're really keen about this cheat sheet and would love to receive it, write back to me at hello@prakashsunkara.com and I will send it out to you over an email. Now let's get it going. I'm considering Vodafone as my prospect, and I'm considering Jio, Airtel, and Idea Cellular as competitors here. Now, let's go ahead and then collect the intel. The first thing that we are going to check out here is Google Page Speed Score on desktop, right? So what I'm going to do is go to this particular website, which is developers.google.com, and out there I'm going to look out for page speed insights. And here I'm going to type in the website www.vodafone.in, and then I'm going to hit on analyze. Now, this application is something that is recommended by Google. It's a Google's property. So it is very important that we go ahead and then check the website and then particular landing pages out here and ensure that the page speed is more than 90 for sure. Okay, now if you look at it, you have two options here to select mobile and desktop. Now, if I go to desktop, I see the score as 67 out of 100, right? That means it is average. So what I'll do, I'll quickly go here and then note down the number, which is 67. Now, in the similar application, I'm going to go to mobile and I'll copy this particular number as well. So here it is 25. So the mobile score is 25. Now I'm going to do the similar exercise for all the competitors. Okay. Considering the best interest of time right now, so let us move on. So the next metrics is bounce rate. Now, how do we measure bounce rate of a website? So we have discussed that we'll go with Alexa, right? So what I'm going to do is like I'll just go to alexa.com and I'll type in vodafone.in and I'm going to hit on search. The moment I do that, it is going to calculate and then give us a lot of insights here. Now, if you look at the center, you see bounce rate. Okay, now this is the bounce rate for the website, which is 30.3%. I'm going to copy this number and then put it here. Similarly, I'm going to carry out this exercise for all the competitors. Now let us go ahead and then understand the average daily time on the site. So the same website, Alexa, is going to give you this insight as well. So all that you've got to do is scroll down a bit. Okay. And there you go. So this is the average daily time on the site. So which is 3 minutes, 56 seconds. All right. Now, in the same application, let us go ahead and then look out for the engagement rate. Now, engagement rate is out here. So this is basically the daily page views per visitors. All right. So it is 2.77. So every visitor that visits Vodafone.in, he or she is likely to visit 3 pages in a single session. So let me copy the same number, which is 2.77 here. Now, let us go ahead and then look out for page load time. Now, in order to do that, we have got to look out for another application, which is Pingdom. All right, now all that we have got to do is go to Pingdom and type in the URL here and where exactly you wanted to test it. So right now I've selected North America, USA, San Francisco, and I'm going to hit on Start Test. So it's going to take time, but it will give us the results. All right, do we have the results? There you go. So it's still calculating. There you go, it is still loading. So you see that, so the load time out here is 6.4 seconds. Okay, now similarly, you might want to do it for other competitors as well. So what I'm going to do is just copy this number and then paste it in my cheat sheet. Okay, now web security, it is quite simple like explained. So all that you've got to do is copy and then paste the link here in the notepad or any other source, and then look out for HTTPS. So I have HTTPS here, so that's the reason why I'm saying that it is secure. Okay, so all that I'm going to do is select yes. Now content plagiarism, now how do I test if the content is duplicate or not? So I go to the tool, a plagiarism checker tool, which is small SEO tools. Now what I do, I go to a reference website and so I copy the content that I'm checking. Okay, so right now on test basis I'm doing it for HubSpot and I copy the text here. Now you have a limitation of introducing only 1,000 words here. Okay, so right now I've used 174 words, and also I will give this URL as a reference, and I'm going to say check plagiarism. All right, so you tend to get some captcha here. So let's see if we get lucky now. All right, there you go. Here are the results. All right, cool. So it says the content out here that in the particular link is 89% unique. So what I'm going to do is copy that percentage here. Now, similarly, you might want to do the same exercise for all the competitors. Okay. Now, once this is all done, you might want to give a takeaway. So, say for an example, now Google page speed score on desktop is 67. Now, is that good, fair, poor? According to Google guidelines, it should be more than 90. So, I'm going to target poor. Similarly, on mobile devices, it is like very poor. If there is an option called as very poor, I would certainly go ahead and then select that. Now, bounce rate is 30%, which is actually okay. So we can't say that it is a poor, or we can't say that it is good. So anything less than 20% is like amazing. Now, average daily time on site, which is 3 minutes 56 seconds. So I would consider this as fair. Okay. Now, engagement rate is 2.77. So every person who is visiting the website, they are they are browsing at least like 3 pages, so I would consider this as fair. Now the page load time is 6.4 seconds. Now that said, it is taking a lot of time for the website to load, so I might want to tag it as poor. Now website security, now it is like secure, so this is a good sign. Coming down to content plagiarism, 89% is like okay. Anything less than 75% or 70%, you might want to flag it. So here, but it's better you have it like 100% unique, but sometimes it is not possible. So anything over and above 95% is good. So here I'm going to tag it as fair. Okay, so that's all about it, guys. This is how you do the analysis. Now, similarly, once you do it for all the competitors, probably you might want to give a comment stating that, hey, you know what, compared to all the players, competitor 2, which is like airtel.in, is like doing amazing. So something like that. All right, so I'm sure you got a great takeaway out here from this video. All the very best, and thanks for your precious time.